much of it, but this will be interesting.
I love the Ears Ring tag. Shoutouts to Bears.
And that balloon came in and made that back air look nice and long. That animation lasted out there. But this will be interesting. I mean, we see Bill playing this matchup a lot with Dexter here in MD, and so we'll see what stuff Crits has got. Coming down from VA, maybe a slightly different Marth from Dexter.
Well, I think the other thing too is, you know, we see so much of Crits Lucas, especially in that last game that was just on stream, Crits versus Bash, when it was also Cloud Lucas for the first game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of.
Yeah, I know it's weird. My guess is that Crits started out game one thinking, oh, he's gonna go
Ryu.
He's gonna go Ryu.
Yeah.
And then he went Cloud, and Crits is like, well, I guess I look kind of BM if I switch now. So.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
That's why it's always good to know when someone has two characters and you can be like, hey, I'm gonna ask for a blind pick. I mean, I always do that. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever, if I think someone's gonna want to counter pick me, I'm always blind picking.
And that is the smart thing. Don't forget the rules, friends at home.
Absolutely.
But also don't forget about that limit cross slash. Almost opening up Bill for a shield poke, but not quite able to get it.
Yeah,
playing a little bit from behind too.
Yeah, absolutely. And that nice falling up air is gonna take Cloud into the Z-axis and send that big hitbox all around his body.
Ooh, going for the ledge trump, maybe going for back air, but then Crits answering back with a forward air, and then another one to finish off the stock all the way across the other side of the stage.
Yeah, and Crits is making a statement right now. He's saying, you know, I don't just have a nice Lucas, I got a nice everyone. I got a Marth, I got a Lucas. You have to fear me.
That's not everyone, that's two characters.
You never know, man. Maybe he's one of those guys that just plays every character. Maybe he's like Anti, where he has a different counter pick.
Yeah, I was about to say, shout out to Anti. I really do like, though, how Crits is landing so many tippers when he's trying to catch Bill on landing options and kind of where he's trying to move with his platform. He's just doing so much damage and taking stock so early. God, Crits. Wow.
I felt that one.
You know,
I feel like I don't know. I have to like check my clothes. Like, do I have any blood on me? I don't know.
Right? But, people talk about, you know, like the important way to play Marth is really to prioritize that spacing. I don't feel like people give enough credit to the spacing that Lucas really requires. Yeah, he does a lot of shield stun and all that stuff, but you can tell that a lot of that spacing game probably comes from playing Lucas the way he does. Yeah,
and it's interesting because, you know, oftentimes when you see a Marth secondary, you might think, hey, they're not going to know the exact spacing on exactly where this tipper is on each move. But no, Crits is showing I have that knowledge. This Marth is not just a secondary. I'm very capable with this character.
Absolutely.
And meanwhile, we got Bill switching off of Cloud onto Sheik, and this is a matchup that's known to give Marth some trouble.
Yeah, needles are kind of bad for Marth. He doesn't really have too many options to get in through them. But
absolutely. And
I didn't know Bill had a Marth actually, or Sheik.
What's that?
I've never seen Bill play Sheik.
Oh yeah, he's got a Sheik. In fact, he was, I think he was an old school Sheik main back in the day before Cloud came out.
Okay.
He was known in Georgia as Harlock, and he was a Sheik main. But now he's Bill and...
Wait, known as what?
Harlock.
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 Okay.
I don't know if that's like a Marvel reference. I don't know, but...
I don't know. But right now, our boy Bill underscore doing some damage again, seeing those needles come out. Kind of making it kind of giving Marth a hard time because now he doesn't want to commit to the jump because landing's going to be harder because of the needles. You know, it's hard for him to zone in. Again, needles just kind of stop all of his approaches that we're seeing. So
definitely.
We're going to see how Crits has to change his gameplay to deal with this, especially on a stage like FD, where it's pretty much just 100% approach right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always going to be hard for Marth to deal with this kind of a combination of long-range pressure from the needles but also still great frame with it. She can also just get in your face and throw out moves that are very hard to punish. We
see Crits a couple moments ago missing that shield breaker.
Yeah.
Definitely reading that shield option, so that's something that Bill's got to be aware of now. Maybe be a little bit more mobile so that he can avoid those shield breaker setups.
Definitely, and he might not have gotten the shield break, but he definitely sent a message to Bill saying, you have to watch out for this.
Yeah, that's another thing, too, is it's not always a bad thing to miss a move. And ooh!
Jab to F-tilt.
Well, the jab sent him backwards, so he got like the reverse hit a jab.
Yeah, I think he DI'd wrong, honestly.
Yeah.
And now, as always with Sheik, the question now becomes, how are you going to get this kill?
Yes.
Sheik has kill options, but they're very niche. And Nair to Bouncing Fish is one of them, but it does not connect there. I think he's either past the percent or was a very good DI from the Crits.
Yeah, I imagine it was probably DI away.
Oh, when he goes for the ledge jump, it's just slightly off on the timing, I think. Now this is going to start becoming very scary for Bill because you got a Rage Marth coming at you, and as we saw earlier with how Bill is, Crits is spacing with his tippers, you never know when he's just going to come out there and get an F smash and kill you at like 40.
And now we see an even more awkward part where it's a Marth 170. It's so hard for Sheik to really connect a move that's going to hit because all those, like, you know, combos or 50-50s really aren't anymore.
Yeah.
So crits right here, despite having a ton of damage, is in a great position. Max Rage, one tipper could really just take the stock like what you were saying.
Definitely. Oh, when he doesn't get the punish for the regrab, instead he gets punished himself.
Ooh.
And this is, yeah, I mean, 193, this is Max Rage Marth. How are you going to get this stock, Bill?
Are we going to see a Sheik F-throw kill?
I think Needles will kill at like 350%.
That's wild.
Or is it 400%?
Why doesn't anyone know that? Just in case?
My friend labbed that to like make a statement about how bad he thinks Sheik is.
That would not be the way I'd get that argument across. But here we're sitting 204%.
Exactly.
Jab forward air, almost taking it from all the way across the stage, too. That's wild. But with it being staled now, it's not going to kill, despite being really good power.
Okay.
Ooh.
I was about to say, at this point, almost anything will kill from Sheik.
Except Needles.
Except Needles, yeah.
But this is a little better position for Bill. Still absolutely in danger of losing his stock.
Absolutely, and he's getting that good damage off, and I think he got an unfortunate C-stick nair there. He meant to go, he meant to go for a back air, but he actually got the C-stick nair, and that causes him to get punished for getting his own ledge trump.
Right now,
meanwhile, Bill is starting to bring this back.
Yeah. Damage is damage, baby, and all he has to do is get him off stage and keep him off now.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to see up throw positioning.
Oh,
trying to get
he
him something
reads
with the
an air
bouncing
dodge.
fish, but...
All right, and Bill is definitely getting crits into kill percent, and that...
Wild. Absolutely wild.
So,
clutch up smash.
Yeah. Bill traded tipper up smash with Marth's up air, and just barely takes that stock, and crits didn't have enough knockback on the up air to take the stock himself, and so they're going to game 3.
Feeling in that position, he might have been able to do Dolphin Slash instead.
He definitely could have up Dolphin Slash, no question. Dexter loves that option. He'll just like
oh my God,
air dodge into you and then up B, and I'm like, why did that work? Because it's so punishable, but then if you don't get the punish, well, then you just look like an idiot.
Well, we're seeing the tried and true Lucas coming out. Starting off with these really good combos already. Bill at 47%. We did see a little bit of it in crits versus Bash, but Crit's very comfortable with doing his footstool setups. I'll tell you personally, that's the reason why your boy didn't make it in the top 8 today, was because I got footstool jab locked about 6 times in our set.
That does not sound fun, especially as Rob. Or Rob or the target.
I was Rob.
Okay, yeah.
But
oh, when he just misses the fair to bounce fish confirm. That's something I noticed about Bill's Sheik, because I feel like maybe since picking up Cloud, he might have dropped a bit of a precision on some of those Sheik confirms that are so important to all aspects of her game, really.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Racking up damage, getting kills. If you don't have those confirms on lockdown, it's going to be very hard for you to get those stocks off early. Or at any reasonable percentage.
We haven't really seen Bill get any of those bouncing fish reads either so much. Any of those like 50-50 situations where you're going to read them jumping or air dodging. Not even necessarily 50-50, but just always getting them off stage, but never capitalizing off them.
Yeah,
that's
Bill
needs to work on in this set.
Absolutely, and Bill's Sheik, yeah, I mean, it just seems like it's a lot of neutral. His Sheik is a very neutral-heavy character. He doesn't seem to be getting a lot of early stock, and so he's just forced to play neutral a lot, and Sheik is very good at neutral. But obviously, if you're able to get those stocks off earlier, you'll be much better off, and this should kill. Yeah.
Wild.
83. Such a dangerous setup, that Brain Blast from Lucas.
Yeah, especially with the kind of range you can get with the grab, too, with being a tether, of
Definitely,
course.
and you can confirm into it with a down tilt, even.
As well as Zera, I believe, depending on the character.
Yeah, although I'm not sure that works at kill percent, but someone.
Oh, you might be right.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Poor Sheik, man. Poor Sheik. That up smash just doesn't work sometimes.
Well, we have seen Bill come back from worse, apparently, so let's see how he tries to close out this stock, and see when he tries to close out the stock, too. I mean, 188, we're seeing a kind of a repeat of last game where he's letting crits get to almost 200%, possibly getting there without taking the stock.
Oh, and that F-tilt's going to kill. And yeah, you mentioned earlier that Bill is having a hard time reading these air dodges from crits, and that's true, but at the same time, it is very difficult to read Lucas's air dodge sometimes.
Oh,
because
yeah.
He and Ness both have this really weird air dodge that I think takes both of them into the Z-axis, and makes it very weird to combo them sometimes.
Well, also, I'm pretty sure the actual frame data on the air dodge itself is pretty good,
yeah,
too.
That's also... Well, yeah, so... Well, it's just that even when he comes out of the air dodge, when the invincibility wears off, I think he goes into the axis or something like that.
What frame is the start one? I want to say, isn't it one of the, it's like,
I'm not, maybe frame 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's one of the early
It's not like
ones.
Mewtwo's. It's not frame 1, but...
No, Mewtwo's is frame 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
You're probably right about that.
I don't know. But the difference of 1 frame does not matter. We do see Bill, well, actually, yes, it does.
It does. It matters a lot. Oh, and this could
here we
be
go.
Okay, what? Did he just spot dodge that?
You see Crit shaking his head. He knows he had that set up, but he just missed it ever so much. Charged the up smash a little bit too long.
So wait, did he spot dodge that?
He did spot dodge it.
That's crazy because that's a long-lasting move, and that's going to take the stock.
Ooh.
Bill with a really great comeback.
Yeah, actually, that's the one time he did get that bouncing fish all stage is the one time it mattered.
Right,
Closing out a
that's
super
true.
close game 3.
Yeah. Bill's saying, don't forget about my Sheik. I got this in my back pocket, and